how does it work, Lena? That is the question for today's podcast.
Why?
No, not why. How? What are you most worried about bringing me to Japan?
When? What?
No, what are you most
Oh.
worried about? Not why or how, not when.
What am I most worried about?
Yeah, like, is it gonna be me tasting the food? Are you going to try and like sneak some type of whale into my chicken bowl and then tell me, oh, by the way, and then I'll just
Possibly.
like
You're
melt?
like, oh my gosh, it's so good. And
No,
I'll
you
be like,
don't. They eat
really?
horse? Have you
Don't tell your mom.
ate? I already know you've ate horse.
I definitely have. But it's like, I didn't know. It's like saying, have you ever ate a chicken?
A horse is not a chicken.
I know, but it's
Although
like,
they-
why do you care more about horse than a chicken?
I don't.
You eat chicken.
Listen, I've just never ate a horse before, and I don't think I ever will because
Okay.
I've grown up with horses and I love them to death. And I also have chickens, but
Yeah.
they just taste so good. It's not funny. Like, look at the horse is so cute,
Yeah,
and the
that's
chicken
true.
is like a dinosaur. So I don't know. It's fine, I guess. You know, it's hard. What does God say about eating animals? Let's look it up. Okay, so Genesis 9:3-4. So we're in Genesis and we go to 9. 9:3-4. Okay. So God says, all the animals of the earth, all the birds of the sky, all the small animals that scurry along the ground, damn, and all the fish in the sea will look on you with fear and terror because I'm hungry. I have placed them in your power. I have given them to you for food, just as I have given you grain and vegetables. But you must never eat any meat that still has lifeblood in it. What does that mean?
That's interesting. I
What
didn't know
does
that's what
God
it said.
God mean when he says you must... Yeah, here, this one. So it says, when God tells Noah not to eat meat with its lifeblood or soul still in it, he is commanding that blood must be drained from animals before consumption to signify the respect for life, maintain sanctity, and prevent cruelty.
I see.
Does this still apply to the New Testament? It was about humane treatment, and blood was used for atonement or sacrifices in the Old Testament. Consuming it would show disrespect for its sacred purpose. Does it still apply to the New Testament? Opinions differ among Christians on whether this, a part of the Noahic covenant, still applies. Some argue that the command is binding for all humanity and is given to Noah, not just Israel, and is reaffirmed where Christians were instructed to abstain from blood. Others argue that Jesus' sacrifice fulfilled the sacrificial law, rendering the dietary restrictions of the Old Covenant obsolete. They cite Mark 7:19, declaring all foods clean, and New Testament freedom in Christ, suggesting that Acts 15 restriction was a temporary pastoral decision for fellowship between Jewish and Gentile believers. So that's very interesting. So let's go to Mark and see Mark 7:19 and see what it says about all food being clean. So it says, Mark 7:17 says, then Jesus went into a house to get away from the crowd, and his disciples asked him what he meant by the parable he had just used. Don't you understand either? Jesus asked. Can't you see that the food you put into your body cannot defile you? food doesn't go into your heart, but only passes through the stomach and then goes into the sewer. By saying this, he declared that every kind of food is acceptable in God's eyes. And then he added, "It is what comes from inside that defiles you. From within, out of a person's heart, come evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, greed, wickedness, deceit, lustful desires, envy, slander, pride, and foolishness. All these vile things come from within. They are what defile you." Wow. Well, I mean, I guess that means I can eat horse.
So he's saying like as long as there's like no blood.
So I think that was a command given to just the Jews.
So you're technically allowed to eat it.
So now that was in the Old Testament where it was like there was a lot of stuff going on, but now in the New Testament, Jesus fulfilled the sacrificial, and so he declares that all food is clean, and that's not where like sin comes from. Sin comes from within. It doesn't come from without.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I still don't want to eat a horse.
Well, you don't have to, and I'm like, all jokes aside, I'm not gonna force you to eat things.
Why do you look at me like that? That's scary.
Well, there's just so many foods that sometimes you just kind of have to.
I don't think I could face my mother if I ate a horse.
Okay, don't eat horses. It's not something I eat daily. Like, it's not something. There's so many food that I would love for you to try and see if you like it or not. However,
like those little sperm eggs.
or I really want you to try takoyaki.
What is that?
Those little octopus balls.
No.
Why?
I don't like octopus.
I think you like takoyaki.
Oh my gosh.
But there's so many things that you can try, so I'm not worried.
But you said takoyaki could be takoyaki could be made without octopus and still be good.
That's not what I said. That's what Tim and Sachi said.
Okay.
Which I was like, oh sure.
So besides the food, what about like the culture? Is there anything that you are worried about for me?
I'm not worried, but I think there's definitely gonna be culture shock. Just like I was culture shock coming. There were so many culture shock that I had coming here.
So what's a
Just
culture
little
shock
things.
for you from Japan to Japan to American?
I think in a good way and in a bad way, Japan is so tied up to like rules. We want to follow the rules because that's where respect comes from, and like everyone is so nice, but sometimes it's hard to tell if it's genuine or not because we're taught to be nice, or like so we feel like we have to be nice, and sometimes it's kind of. I remember struggling with like I can't tell if this is genuine or just because they have to do it, so that type of things. And I think there's gonna be some like public rule that's like I don't know, some rules we have doesn't make sense, but you just kind of have to follow it. It's like there's so many unspoken rules, you know.
Yeah.
Like talking on the train, which to me it's like it shouldn't be a big deal, but like everyone is very quiet because that's a respect thing. Little things like very small things, but you face it daily, so sometimes it doesn't make sense, but you just kind of have to do it because it's just how it is. But when I came to the States, I think the biggest thing that I was surprised about is how like here you need to directly communicate, which makes sense because why not? But in Japan, it's like rude to directly say things.
Everything is like indirectly.
Yeah, you have to kind of figure out a way to say like, oh, this but that, but this but that, and then it's your job to figure it out if it's a yes or a no, kind of.
This seems so difficult.
Yeah. And that also comes from a respect thing, but I think they just take it on such a crazy level that like it can be disrespectful. Like it's so much easier to just say no.
I've heard about like different levels of respect in language, where like the way you address your boss is like, and then then it's like a big drinking culture over there. So then they like go out to drink, and like that respectful language isn't applied there. Or I'm just
Yeah, I don't get that part either, but I hear that all the time.
Yeah,
like it's you have to go to a strip club if your boss
What?
says so, kind of thing.
what if you're like married?
It's like if you want to keep your job, you have to prioritize what your boss says, which is like really weird. I don't think you would ever do that, but
Well, what's one thing you think I will struggle with the most?
That's a good question, because I honestly don't know, because living in Japan as a Japanese woman and living there as a white male is gonna be a completely different experience. So I honestly don't know. Like you're very extroverted, so I think you can easily make friends, which I'm not worried about at all. You could struggle with like just little differences, like homesick, you know?
Pickleball, gym.
You'll find one.
What about like calisthenics? You said like you gave me a little bit of slack earlier because of my calisthenics, and you asked if I was going to do it in Japan.
Oh, okay, maybe that. Like just the fact that you kind of are going into a world where you kind of have to care about what other people think. You might struggle with that a little bit. Like I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying you can do whatever you want. But it's just as simple as like here, if someone is walking around with like without a shirt, you know, just like running without a shirt on, that's like normal.
Yeah.
Right? But like where I'm from in Tokyo, if someone does that, it's like it goes into that's so disrespectful, inappropriate, like, and you just like, even if you say like you wouldn't care, like you would care, just because of, I think you would just get stared at a lot. You might, I don't know, police might come up to you and be like, excuse me, why aren't you wearing a shirt?
It's like against the law.
I'm not sure. You should search it up. Probably not. But it's just like that type of freedom, you know? Like even as us girls during summer, if I'm wearing like a little bit of a provocative, like, I don't know, like a tank top, like how what I wear during the summer here, like they would just stare at you and judge you, and you can feel it. But it's like, I'm wearing it because it's hot.
Yeah.
They'll take it as like, I don't know, not classy. Thanks. So maybe stuff like that where, well, I'm also only talking about Tokyo. I don't really want to say like Japan, because I'm only really from Tokyo. But
Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
it's like we have this mindset that fading in is good and standing out is bad. That's the culture, and I think it's sad because being different is kind of bad. That's what I feel like. That's kind of what I was taught from like my school growing up.
Yeah.
Like we had to look the same. There's certain rules that didn't make sense, but you just had to follow it.
Yeah. Well, it should be exciting. I want to go and be respectful, of course, but I think when like You're doing calisthenics. Part of the fun is taking your shirt off.
Okay. I say do it. Just like not on the train though.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. That's crazy.
Or like at station.
But I mean, if you're like on like one of those outside like workout playground things.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I think that's fine.
But I don't know. It should be mind. But I'm excited to see where you came from.
I'm excited to see your experience. I think overall you will like it too. Like I'm saying all these things, but at the same time, like going back, I think in a way Japanese people have different standards for non-Japanese people. So I'm sure they would love to have you there.
Are you scared going back as a Christian?
Yeah. I don't have to be. I shouldn't be scared. But
Well, I think it's reasonable to be scared. I mean, it's like you've described to me before, it's not something that is normal. It's kind of considered a cult. People don't understand it. There's a big culture of adultery, and I mean, you'll find that everywhere, but there's sin in every corner of the world. But I definitely think that I think like the Shinto idea and Christianity are a little bit well, of course incompatible, but it's just kind of remarkable like that how far you have come. And I think that this is definitely going to convict you in your faith and test you.
yeah.
I mean, just like how we are receiving comments online, it's honestly way worse online, but it's going to be never ending.
Yeah.
Like the devil is never going to stop. So I think this will convict you, and you've already made friends you don't even know of. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I really do think this is like I'm going back to Japan for a reason, you know? So, and I do really feel like he wants me to share the gospel because I think there's only like less than 1% Christians in Japan, which is very small. And like I understand where they're coming from because like just not so long ago I was one of them, you know, thinking God isn't real, you know. So I just kind of want to like I think in a way I could come from a perspective that's different from like a pastor who has been a Christian their whole lives. But I know what it was like without God and I know what it's like with God. So coming from that perspective, I hope that, I don't know, even if I can plant seeds to one person or two, I think that would be great. I just don't, there is a big block of like, God is scary, religion is scary, you know. I think that's just like a whole thing. And I understand that because there's so many fake religions that could easily be like a cult. So I just hope that I can share the gospel and just share like, hey, it's not scary, like don't worry, you know. And people will definitely, I think people already do see me differently. It's kind of like, oh no, she went crazy. And that's okay too. I just hope that somewhere in their heart, like maybe they could have that little, maybe there is a God. Maybe she's not crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be a reason why you left everything you knew.
Yeah.
You know, it's really easy to say, oh, praise the Lord when you're at church or with your Christian friends, but it's a lot harder to say that in front of people who have never been, I guess, presented. They've never been acquainted with him
Yeah.
in the proper fashion. And so, but that is where it matters the most. And that's where I believe that we learn the most about ourselves is in our faith and what we truly believe, because we have to do it in a way that is characterized by the Bible as gentle and easy, but also be firm in what we believe and what we say.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's going to be not easy, but I think it's going to transform you as a woman and me as man.
I agree. And remember, like, you had this friend who, like, whenever you start talking about God, like, you could feel that blockage. Like, oh, like, you're tripping me out. And I think, in a way, I said, like, that's good. If it makes them uncomfortable, it means something inside them is, like, somehow triggered. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Instead of, like...
And that's why people get so uppity and it's so emotionally charged, because it makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because I think what draws me and attracts me so much to the Lord is that I've always been born with these burning questions within myself, my psyche. Like, why am I here? What's the meaning of life? Like, like all of these like philosophical questions, so much so that I considered getting a degree in philosophy, but I figured that wouldn't that would be meritless. I could learn much more about philosophy just by experiencing and living and pursuing it rather than, I guess, academia would, because I think philosophy is about life and your experience in life. And so I think everybody has these questions, and it's about how humble they are and how willing they are to be wrong and to learn in order to pursue the truth. Because the truth is you're only going to be able to receive the message when you are ready to receive it. And so it will not present itself to you until you have checked off all these boxes, and then you're like, oh, it must be just this like fine-tuned acute tweak that like spins you to see it in a certain direction, and you're like, I finally get it. And without all those circumstances accumulating beforehand, it would have been impossible for you to, if somebody came up and told you the truth, you would have rejected it instantly, because all of those accumulated experiences played a factor, and so that you can finally paint the bigger picture. I kind of see it kind of like a puzzle. Like, yes, you have all the puzzle pieces laid out before you. Technically, that's the truth. That the answer is right there. But when you put them all together, that's when you actually see what they are. They actually see what the visual, what it's visually showing you.
That makes a lot of sense.
Kinda.
So I know you like grew up Christian because your family is Christian, but I don't know. From my perspective, I feel like you, out of your family members, you're the person who is trying to have a strong relationship with Jesus the most. Is how I kind of see it.
Well, definitely now, but
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up Christian, but never considered myself Christian because I don't blindly have faith, or I don't blindly accept things that I'm not 100% certain of. And it's like I was avoiding this book of things because it didn't make sense to me. And like I would read books, but I wouldn't read the Bible because I always avoided it, and I always relied on my own interpretation of things. And so I kind of left Christianity and just was an atheist for a little bit. And then I was like, well, I grappled with that for a while, and I was like, there must be a God, but I chose like the humble route of just saying I'm agnostic. I don't claim to know anything. I'm just still figuring it out. And over the course of the last 5 years, I would say I've been slowly making my way to Jesus, praying to him and developing that relationship and seeing it for what it is. So now more than ever, it's everything to me. Just because I've built that relationship. Like, to me, it's not a religion. And I would tell anybody that, like, it really is a relationship between you and him, and you're gonna start on that relationship at the very beginning, and so it takes time. And
definitely. And it's like when we try to share the gospel, it's not like we're trying to convert you into being a Christian. It's more like, hey, you can have a relationship with him too, but that's on your own, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm trying to like, I don't know.
And I think that's what scares people the most, is because they're like they feel like they're forced to convert right away, and it's like, no, but we do want you to acknowledge that this matters. We wouldn't be telling you unless it didn't like it matters, and ultimately it is up to you,
right?
But there's nothing we can do. We're just trying to encourage you and
we just
support
want you to go to heaven.
Yeah.
We want to make heaven crowded, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, at this rate, a lot of Christians as well will not go, and I think it's really shameful and sad that, like, I think it's so funny how people are like, oh, I don't like religion, and then it's like, yeah, like, religious people kill Jesus. Like,
they do love to say that. Oh gosh, what the heck?
What happened?
It's so gross. You're very gross. Yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's just scary,
Yeah.
because you have to embrace that part of you that you're the devil doesn't want you to think about any of that. He doesn't want you. He just wants you to chalk it up to life is an accumulation of experiences. So try to experience everything. But that's what I used to believe. But I now know that there's some things, like in Japan, like, just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should. I've learned that the hard way. And it's like,
I like that you're connecting it.
There's also the wisdom behind, like, not everything has to be learned the hard way. You can exercise discernment and choose carefully, because no matter what, if you choose wrong, you're going to have to backtrack. No matter how far you are stuck on your ego and you're like, I chose correct, you'll just keep going into the thick of it until it gets so thick that you cannot move any further, and then you'll have to make all that, you have to go all the way back and start over. And had you just had the discernment, the humility, the relationship with God in the beginning to identify and align, because I mean, I think it's Romans 17:29 that says, do not conform to this world's standards, but be transformed by the Lord, and use discernment to know what is good and right and perfect. And so the Lord gives us this compass in our minds, that if you do something bad, in your heart, you know that you did something bad. And I think that is revolutionary. And people will lie to themselves. And I don't see it. I think we need to stop ignoring that compass. I do it all the time, but I need to stop.
Well, that's not true. Look what you've overcame. But you're so smart. So smart. You should seriously do a podcast.
Yeah, I know. Like,
No, I'm serious. You're so smart. Eesh. But like, because you had those experiences, you can, now you know. So it's
like what your mom was saying is like, oh, like every experience matters, or nothing is wasted, right? Like no regrets, because you learned.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
However,
but you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can have the foresight, and I think that's what maturing is really all about.
Yeah, I think that part people leave it out, like just experience everything, and you'll know. Like, yes, that's true. However, you can also, I don't know. I forgot what I was saying.
That's okay.
But you can also choose the correct way earlier, and in a way avoid that longer route.
I think it's hard to see it in the moment because our judgment is so clouded by our ego and our willingness to be right. And I think like it causes so much heartache just being attached to, like you were saying to me about how attached I am to trying to be right. And I definitely think it requires humility on my part to know that to be right all the time means to accept when you're wrong, like, and to just
so smart.
Just like, not everything needs to be like, it's kind of like, what is the cost of what you're doing? Are you doing it with love, or are you doing it from, like, where is it coming from, is it coming from a place of love or a place of like hurt or fear? So the Lord is so important, and I'm praying for you as you go into Japan, and do not be afraid. You are transformed. But you must be excited. Going to America, California, tasting In-N-Out deliciousness. You must be excited. I mean, I'm sure that you're going to see people who you thought you'd never see again, and they're going to be like, what the heck?
What do you mean?
Well, all these people that are like, think you're crazy or whatever, those are just their preconceived notions because you're not fitting in their box anymore, so they're going to make an excuse of why they feel uncomfortable with you. It's not because you're doing something wrong, it's because they haven't confronted that part of themselves that needs to do that work. And so I know that you will see one of those people, and then they will realize like that it's not you, it's them.
There's so much I want to say, yet I'm like forgetting things. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think I'm excited. Part of me is excited to just like kind of restart,
Yeah.
Your stomach is excited too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to restart, and this is my first time living there as an adult in a way. You know, like last time when I was there was
You're 17?
no.
18?
I moved here right when I turned 20.
Oh, okay. What's an adult?
20.
Oh. It's different.
Like, you know, just like I was going to school and then I was working for like a year and a half as an like artist. But this is gonna be my first time adulting in Japan. So in a way, this is completely new. Like finding a place to rent, finding a job, it's all new. So it's exciting and scary, and I'm definitely gonna have another culture shock going back. Like I forgot it's like this. You know, I'm definitely, because living here for like at least 5 years, it's, you know, in a way you're kind of getting used to.
Yeah, gotta keep you
Like,
on your
this
toes.
is your home.
You can't get comfortable.
I know. I like every time I get comfortable, he's like, okay.
Because that's the only way growth happens.
Exactly. It's coming out of love. I understand.
I mean, God is sending you there
Yeah.
because He knows that only you can do it.
Yeah. And I think in a way, like, it's hard to admit, but I kind of knew in my heart that this was gonna be my path when I was like looking for jobs here.
Just like how I knew you'd be okay when you're about to be homeless. It's like there's no way you're gonna like you'll be fine. It was uncanny how
I'm so happy you were there for me. Thank you.
well, I didn't really help. I was just like, bro, you're chilling. Like, don't trip. You're fine.
What? How many times are you gonna fix this thing?
This is the last one. Okay, perfect. Yeah, God has greatness in store for you.
And it's hard, you know? Like, it's kind of hard to be with atheists and people who don't really agree with you. But I think that's what He wants me to do. Because whenever I'm with people from my church, I feel like safe to talk about Him. But then it's definitely difficult to kind of publicly, even to your family, because my family is not really Christian.
Yeah, you don't have it easy, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I get emotionally charged too, especially when it's with my family. So, but at the same time, I think it's good to be uncomfortable. And Jesus died for us. I shouldn't be complaining about being uncomfortable. Like, it's the least I could do is share His gospel, I think.
I kind of love being uncomfortable. Like, one of the things that I want to do in Tokyo is just lay in the middle of the sidewalk.
Lord, please be with us.
Have you seen like rejection therapy?
What is that?
Like people just like do things that are not socially acceptable.
Oh my God, are you gonna be like Logan Paul in Japan?
What? Where he goes to the suicide forest?
Yeah, like I can't even remember what he did. It was just like crazy stuff.
He like went to the forest. People killed themselves.
Yeah, but it was more than that. It was something else too. Wasn't he like banned? I don't even know. But
well, I mean, it's a real thing. Like people do it. They just like lay down in a busy walkway.
okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Because you'll see a lot of drunk people laying down everywhere.
Yeah.
Just stay safe. Just don't do things that's disrespectful, I say.
Yeah.
As long as you're not disrespecting other people, I think that's okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna disrespect people, I hope. I hope I don't.
But I would love to teach you the culture in Japan, and you know, I think you'll like it.
Itadakimasu.
Right.
You want to talk about us re-waiting for marriage?
Yeah, we can talk about that. I saw like one couple talking about it. Like, why do you re-wait if you've already done it? Or why do you wait if you know you're gonna do it? You know what Ian and Eric was saying? Like, apparently Mormon people
Get married.
get married in Vegas, do it and get divorced. Like, that's so silly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's not outside of marriage. Like, I was like, how? Just do it at that point. Like,
yeah, if you're
I don't know,
if you're
it's
Mormon and you're getting married in Vegas to have sex and then divorced right
I
after,
didn't know that was a thing.
I think you get to I don't know, just re something. Maybe you should read the Bible. I don't
Not the Book of Mormon.
Yeah. Because that's insane. And so while I was
It's about your heart, like, you know? Like, where your heart is. So I just don't understand that. Like, technically you're married, so you're not committing.
Yeah,
It's just like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
it just like it's like extra steps. It just doesn't make sense. I mean,
We're like repeating.
I can't really put it into words.
You have no words.
It's so hard because like literally the whole point of that is it's creating a logical fallacy because
No.
it's just like
Like the soaking or whatever.
oh don't even all right, we're next topic.
Do you know what
I don't what? A bath?
So my friends were like, do you know what the Mormons do? Like, do you know what soaking is?
Ew.
And at the time, I didn't know, but I thought, like, okay, soaking is like wet. So it's like, oh, is that like getting baptized?
Yeah, like the opposite of getting
like,
baptized.
opposite, but I seriously thought that's what it was. But yeah, if you don't know, don't look it up.
That's why I love you, Lena. You're just so wholesome and innocent and pure. It's beautiful.
I just don't know English.
Yes, you do.
I don't know, it's crazy. Like, how do people come up with something like that?
Well, I mean, where's the logic in us who we've already fornicated and had a very sinful relationship in the past, and then we break up and we get back together, but now we don't kiss. We don't have any sexual relation. How is that any different in the logic?
What do you mean?
Like, how does that make sense if we already did it?
Because we can't abuse God's grace. Like, oh, just because we did it. Like, He gives us grace so we can reborn. You know, we accept it. Okay, that was a sin that we committed. And, you know, He forgave us for that and He gave us another chance. So that doesn't necessarily mean like, okay, we're gonna continue to sin because He forgives us. It's like, no, He's forgiving us so we can start a new life. kind of like start as like he's giving us a new start. So I think it makes perfect sense for us to follow that. And
Yeah, I agree. And I think what you said is really powerful about like how you can't abuse God's grace.
mm-hmm.
That's a banger line right there. Just because God forgives us doesn't mean that it is okay to sin.
Yeah.
And the longer it takes us to realize that, the more suffering we're going to undergo.
Yeah. And it hasn't, like, obviously we're human, so we definitely struggled at first.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because we were so used to, like, having that physical intimacy. But I think I don't know, in a way I feel like we're doing a good job.
Yeah.
And you get used to it in a good way.
Yeah, and I think my love for you has expanded like immensely in terms of like just not, I mean, my love for you and my love for myself. It's because like it's not physical. It is real, and I'm not focusing on the physical anymore. I'm focusing on your soul, and I think that's better than sex.
Well, yeah, it's more intimate, and I've never felt like so seen with my clothes on.
That was another banger.
Seriously.
Wow.
Like, you know, I always thought that you have to show your body in order to keep a man, which is like the stupidest thing to think about. However, that is kind of the norm. Like, the hookup culture is such a thing that if you don't let me have sex with you, that's fine. I can go to another girl, you know? So I remember thinking that way for so long. Like, if I like someone, I need to do it in order for them to see my worth, which is like such a sad way to think. And I honestly like never thought, I've always wanted, like, it made sense for me not to have sex until marriage. Like, even before I knew that's what the Bible teaches. Like, that's where my heart was at. However, the society had a way of making me think that I should live a little. I should do things, make mistakes while you're young.
Yeah.
You should make mistakes. So I think I sort of forced myself to go into that uncomfortable situation, not in a good way.
To fit in.
To fit in, to let society make me think that I'm not living enough, I'm not having fun. And I don't regret it, because I am where I am and I am who I am today. However, if I can go back, I would tell myself, don't listen to them, listen to your heart, because your heart is in the right place.
Yeah, it's like the moral compass that's inside you. You know, it's screaming and yelling, and we choose sin because of the pleasure it brings, but ultimately that pleasure just leads to, it's not real.
Yeah.
It's fake. It's not real love.
Yeah.
And it just leads to emptiness.
Definitely.
And I was the same way, just being led astray, trying to fit in, trying to be cool, just trying to justify my existence to the world, when I didn't realize that my existence in and of itself was justification enough for God putting me here and planting me. And I definitely looked out to the world for like validation, and they told me, oh, to be valid, you must do drugs, you must fornicate and do all these things just to be somebody at all, and it just was like, it was just one big lie I was telling myself, and it didn't help that I joined like a fraternity where like that is like glorified. I mean, the fraternity definitely had like other values that I loved, like becoming like respecting people and brotherhood and stuff like that, but just like the glorification of sex, drugs, parties, it just felt so empty, and it really just made me like question why I was listening to anybody around me. And I felt like I was so lost for so long because I feel like I never had anybody tell me like, no, like, dude, like back to like Romans 17:29, don't be conformed to this world, like listen to that compass God planted, listen to the sliver of God inside of you. And so that's like one of my main priorities growing into a father, is like ending that type of generational, I would call it abuse, just because like I feel like you're bringing somebody into this world, they deserve to have that self-respect, and I feel like like nobody ever gets that. Like, yes, you have to develop that on your own, but it requires a good leader to show you what that looks like. Otherwise, you're going to be trial and error forever. And so hopefully my goal is to become a good leader like that. Not only for like my kids, but everybody around me. I hope I can just be a beacon of truth, that the world is sinful and just such a, you know, it really is like hell without Jesus. Like, this world is very, very much like suffering, but with Jesus I feel like he takes away my suffering.
It's like the more you learn about Jesus, the more you're like, notice how things that are normalized, it's definitely not normal. And I think our generation is probably one of the worst. So I'm very grateful to have met somebody who sees things the way I do, and I think that is thanks to God. I don't know, what's considered to be cool is just suffering. So I don't know, I just hope we can somehow change that mindset for everyone. Like, you know, like it makes me sad because it hits home. Like, I know what it was like, I know what it feels like.
Of course. And like it goes back to like, you don't have to make every hard decision. You don't have to like, some things are worth not experiencing, and having discernment to not make the wrong choice ahead of time because of the suffering it will bring. And so you don't have to always make the wrong choice just so you can learn the lesson. Sometimes you can avoid lessons, and that'll be the lesson in of itself. Like, just because, and I think the whole point of all of this is just for us to spread the truth and not lie to people, or tell them the truth. Like, hey, like, what you're doing is not okay. But it's hard to be tactful and do it with a place of like care, consideration, and love.
I wonder how we can change that mindset. Just speak on about it. Because like, I didn't know what OnlyFans was for like the longest time, but like it's just crazy to me how that's normalized and that's considered. It's a sad world because those are the people that get a lot of money. Like they do make a lot of money, and they're praised for selling their body, their souls. I don't know. It's just like it makes me really sad.
Well, when we were in our previous relationship, we even joked about making an OnlyFans.
I forgot about that.
And it is sad.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Get away from me. Well, but that's like obviously we're not gonna do it. Like,
well, that's my whole point. We didn't do it. Because we had hindsight, or not hindsight, but we had foresight to realize like that is not a good choice.
Yeah.
Like if we go down,
if we get money. Yeah.
If we go down that path, it's going to be a lot. It's gonna make.
Thank you, Lord. Imagine.
It's gonna be a lot harder coming back from that. So.
And that's like a crazy thing to joke about, huh? I can't believe it.
But it's just like we are all one and the same. Like we all struggle with the same things.
Yeah.
So. Well, all we can.
Just so...
What?
Like sex without commitment is like it just leaves you feeling very empty. Sure, it might feel good at the very moment, but the cost afterwards, like how it feels, I don't think it's worth it. It lives within you for a long time, and I don't know.
Well, they say like the devil wants you to have sex before marriage, and then once you're married, the devil wants you to not have sex.
I remember you said that. It's true. Look at what they're doing.
So.
Like, watching porn is normalized. Just, I don't know. That's the stuff that I love to tell. Especially, I think in Japan, I feel like it's even more normalized. They're in that mindset of like, if you don't get caught, it's fine. You know? It's just...
Yeah, I think we just live in like kind of hell, you know? Like...
It's true.
Makes me wonder.
Like, wonder what?
I felt like if we keep reincarnating until like if this is actually hell and we keep like reincarnating until like we learn the lesson and are saved. Like infinite suffering and infinite chances, you know, for forgiveness. But I don't know, maybe it's just one and done, and like
well, more of the story. I'm glad we are realizing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am very, very proud of us for how far we've come.
And it was his idea, which is even more great.
I don't know what came over me.
Like, I thought we were still kiss, but then you're like, we can't kiss, and I was like, oh, okay, let's do this. I like this. Like,
yeah, I don't think I know of any, well, maybe like one guy, but I just met him recently that would date a girl and not kiss or have sex. Like, when I told my friends that, they were kind of bewildered about like, what are you talking about?
what's bewildered?
Like
Like, what are you talking about?
yeah. Yeah, bewilderment. It's like, huh?
Are you crazy?
Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, I love you, Aiden. And I think it's very important to not, like, because when you're, what's it called? Like, when you're married, when you get married, you're one in flesh. One flesh.
In one flesh, yeah.
So, my body is only meant for you to see and for me. And it's like, why should your future husband or your wife suffer knowing, like, not suffer, but like, I don't know, it's just weird that your body was shown to another human being that way, kind of. I don't know. Like, it's sacred. It should be your own body, and you're the only person that gets to see.
Yeah, but society tells us, like...
But that's why, like, I remember we had this talk, and then I've noticed that, like, I've had, like, pictures, like, bikini pictures on the internet, and then I sort of was like, that's so weird. Like, and it comes from this insecurity, right? Like, you want to prove to the world that you're worthy enough, or it's all from an insecurity place, I think. So, and then it's like, if you want your man to be committed to you, and if you want your man to not be looking at the girls like that, then you shouldn't be putting out yourself for other people to see your body that way. So, you know, and I think it's still different. Like, I took down the pictures that my intention was to show my body, you know? If I like that picture and I happen to be in a bikini, I think could be different. I'm not sure. Like, if we go on a vacation together and we happen to be wearing bikini and swim trunk, I don't know. But my point is, like, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to take my shirt off and make fitness content.
Well,
but I definitely, like, see that as like flexing in the mirror is unnecessary, really. I mean, it's fine for me, but not to post. Because it's kind of just vain. I guess, like, if you're a bodybuilder, I guess. But
yeah.
I don't know. It's just, it comes, like, you told me, like, where are your intentions? Like, is it coming from a place of love or fear? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely like a gray area, I think. Like, it's not a sin, but
it just depends on your
intentions and
like you will know inside.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's wrap it up on that. You will know inside the moral compass.
Yeah, the answer is inside you. You just have to listen. But
bam! Another banger.
I'm so proud of you.
The answer is inside you. You just have to listen.
It's hard, I know.
Thanks for tuning in to Layden's podcast.
This is okay, right?
That's the only kiss we get. That's how we're married. Getting a little close there. Okay, bye.